Dear students, greetings to all. In this module, we'll be continuing with our ongoing chapter 8 of Biology, Cell, the Unit of Life. In this video lecture, we'll be discussing about cilia and flagella. These are hair-like movable protoplasmic processes of the cell. Both cilia and flagella, they are similar in structure and comprise of 4 parts. They basically include the basal body, the rootlets, the basal plate and the shaft. So the basal body or the basal granule, its appearance is like that of a cartwheel, and the cilia and flagella basically arise from the basal body. The rootlets are made up of microfilaments and their function is to provide support to basal body. The basal plate, it consists of central fibrils of cilia and flagella. They arise from the basal plate. We can see the transition fibers and the cell membrane. Shaft, it is a hair-like outgrowth of the flagella, and on the outer side, which is actually the extension of the plasma membrane, on the outer side it is covered by a sheath. Talking about the axoneme. So the axoneme, it is the central core of cilia and flagella. So what we can see over here is the diagrammatic representation of the axoneme. That's the central core. Axoneme comprises of 9 peripheral doublets, we can see over here, and 2 central cingulate fibrils. So there are 9 doublets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which are present on the outer ring and therefore referred to as 9 peripheral doublets. And this arrangement of microtubular fibrils is referred to as 9+2 arrangement. The peripheral doublets are made up of 2 subunits, that is A and B. So A is depicted in dark blue color and the green color denotation that refers for B. A, it is a complete circle which is made up of 13 tubulin protein, and when we talk about B, it is made up of 2 less, there is 11. The A subunit, it has got 2 arms. So we can see the outer dynein arm and the inner dynein arm. So there are 2 arms which are present, which are made up of the protein, that is dynein, and it plays a role in ATPase activity. The peripheral doublets, they attach with the help of inter-doublet bridge. And the central sheath also will see the presence of the bridge which is present between the 2 central cingulate fibrils. So they are also connected with the help of an inter-doublet bridge. Now the one which is connecting the peripheral doublets with the central sheath, that is referred to as the radial spoke. And the peripheral subunits are connected by AB connective. So that is also referred to as the linker. And it is made up of a protein which is referred to as the nexin. So the linker, it is made up of nexin protein, and we can see the doublet bridge is present between the peripheral doublets, and there is also a bridge which is present between the central cingulate. Here the red color denotes, the red color representation is of a central sheath which separates the peripheral doublet from the central cingulate. And the peripheral doublets, they are connected to the central cingulate by the radial spoke. So here we can see that the peripheral doublets, they are also connected with the help of the linkers, and cilia and flagella, they basically emerge from a centriole-like structure which is referred to as the basal body. Now if we talk about what is the difference between cilia and flagella, so cilia, they are many in number, that is 3,000 to 14,000 per cell, whereas flagella are just 1 to 4 per cell. The length of cilia, it is short of 5 to 20 nanometer, and that of flagella, it is 100 to 200 nanometer. The next difference between cilia and flagella is that cilia covers the entire body, whereas flagella is just present at one end of the cell. The basic function of cilia, it's not just locomotion, it's also aeration and feeding, whereas flagella just performs the function of locomotion. So it basically functions as a locomotory organ. Centrosomes and centrioles. Centrioles are absent in plant cells and they are found only in animal cells. So when we talk about centrosome, so centrosome is an organelle which basically comprises of the centrioles. So these centrosomes, they basically include the centrioles and the centrosphere. Now what is this centrosphere? So centrosphere is a specialized part of cytoplasm around the centrioles. They are surrounded by pericentriolar material. The centrioles, they lie perpendicular to each other and they have the 9+0 arrangement. They are made up of peripheral fibrils of a protein which is referred to as tubulin. And the peripheral fibril, it is basically comprises of the triplet. So the peripheral fibrils, they exist in triplet. The central part of the centriole, that's proteinaceous and it's called as the hub, and it is connected with the tubules of the peripheral triplets by radial spoke, which is made up of a protein. The basic function of the centriole is that it helps in the formation of spindle fibers, which are thread-like structures which help in the separation of chromosome during the process of cell division. The nucleus, was first described by Robert Brown. It is also called as controller of the cell. It is absent in mammalian RBC. The exception to it are camel and llama. Basically, they are one nuclei per cell. Then it's referred to as uninucleate cell. But there can be two nuclei per cell. Then it is referred to as binucleate. Like example, Paramecium, it has got two nucleus. One is the mega and the other one is micronucleus. The meganucleus, it controls the metabolic activity, and the micronucleus, it plays a role in reproduction. So in this module, we had carried out a detailed discussion on cilia, flagella and centriole. Hopefully, you must have garnered all the concepts thoroughly. Thank you.